My video for March the 9th, 2020 is video number 3390. The title is, How Much Time Do We Have Left? As I reset my clocks once again for daylight savings time, I am reminded that time is just an illusion. An entire hour just disappeared. It did not even exist. 1 minute it was 1:59 a.m. The next it was 3 a.m. I remembered the opening lines of a poem I wrote years ago. Time is the enemy of my soul. It's one thing I cannot control. If I could, I'd like to have some of the good times I remember back again. Would I make the same choices now? Probably not, assuming I still had the experience since then in my repertoire from which to choose. I have a word there that doesn't belong there. I don't know how I didn't notice it. Anyway, perhaps it's true that wisdom has no time, yet time is required to gain it. Like many things in my experience of life, both memories and projections are meaningless. As some keep saying, there is only now. Longtime listeners know that I struggle with this concept. Life to me is a continuum. Memories and dreams are part of that. It would make no sense if everything was only now, right? Ah, the paradox. Today I lost an hour. Tomorrow I might lose an entire lifetime of experience. What does it all mean? 2020 vision may not be enough. Oh, I chuckle at myself because the struggle continues day after day. But I was surprised because I set all of my clocks, and I have 6 clocks in a 2-room house. 6. I have 3 clocks just in my bedroom alone so that I can see what time it is from different angles depending on whether I'm laying on the right side or the left side or on my back. And I at one time had a projecting clock that projected the time on the ceiling. Believe it or not, I don't know whatever happened to that clock. I don't have it anymore, but I did at one time. And so anyway, I set all my clocks before I went to bed last night. And when I get up this morning, I knew it was the clocks were going to go ahead. So I thought, why is it only one something? I mean, it's like 1:30 in the morning, and I'm just getting up, and my video doesn't go up till 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, what's going on here? And then I remembered, wait a minute. Daylight savings time doesn't begin till 2 a.m. So 2 a.m. didn't exist. As I said in the blurb, it was 1:59 on the digital clock, 1 minute, and the very next minute it was 3:00. A whole hour didn't even exist. And of course, in the fall, we get to repeat an hour and have the same hour twice. The one that we lost is relocated. Now, I looked it up because I was confused, quite honestly. Why is it 1:30? You know, I thought daylight savings time was started. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute, it doesn't start till 2 a.m., which I was right, which is not 2 a.m. because 2 a.m. didn't exist. Do you see how I'm chuckling? I wonder, as I say that, if God is chuckling at the dramas that we continue to play out as if they have meaning. I watch Forensic Files and similar programs on TV. That's actually one of my favorite things to watch. other than just the sitcoms of MASH and other nonsense. And one of those, well, actually, several of those have unsolved mysteries where people have died and they can't resolve the issue. I mean, I watched one just before I went to bed last night, and for a whole hour they were trying to figure out what happened to this young man and young women. The girl was 17, the guy was 22, I think. And they were riding with a friend who was the relative of the sheriff in the county, and they disappeared. Now the sheriff's relative appeared, but they were on a chase, and the sheriff called them off the chase, called his deputies off the chase, let them, don't worry about it. They never did. Years now have passed. They still hadn't found the body or resolved the mystery. Nobody paid for the crime. It was suspected that they were killed, but no bodies were ever found. Did they exist? Well, of course, there were lots of people in the video that talked about remembering them. And of course we remember. And we can project, we can wonder what would it have been like if they hadn't died and they were still in my life. As I've said before, I lost 2 cousins at age 19, first cousins. One just seemed to just keel over at the wheel of her car. The car crashed. Her brother went into the windshield, and she was gone. He survived. The one that looked injured survived. My other cousin was healed of leukemia, supposedly, but then it came back and he died. These were people that were going to Bible school. They were becoming ministers. And I have a struggle with my faith. And some people say, Ron, why do you talk like that? Because I'm 73 years old. And I'm wondering, will I ever get to have my dreams come true? Will I ever get to see heaven on earth? As I said, I've written poems. I've always been a thoughtful person, thinking about the what ifs, projecting good things that I wanted to see happen in my life, and recognizing some of the mistakes that I've made of allowing myself to be manipulated by others, and so many things, so many things. Is there any meaning to it all? Or is it all just a drama put in place by some God, some creator, for his, her, its entertainment? And I'm sure he must sit back, she must sit back and watch us playing it out as if it's real, as if it has meaning. This is 2020. My vision has actually improved. It was good when I was young. Then I went through a period where I had to wear glasses. And then it seemed to have improved so that I passed my tests without glasses. So my vision got better. But did it? That's just my body, my physical eyes. What about my spiritual vision? Will I ever see the dream of experiencing heaven on earth? I don't know. What do you think? How much time does humanity have left? Thank you for listening, and namaste.